Hello, everyone. Good evening. So good to see you guys tonight. I'm so glad to have you guys here. We just got back from an amazing event in Orlando, which you guys cannot miss the next one. It was definitely a very exciting event and opened my eyes to how amazing this business is. David Schmidt, our CEO, was there talking about all the things that are coming, talked about the channel, talked about how amazing this business is and how committed he is to this business. It just was very eye-opening. I don't know if you guys are going to, if the people that have been in the business for a while, we have an event in Anaheim in October, and there's going to be over 10,000 people there. Elton John's going to be performing. Him and I are going to be there. It'd be a great chance for you guys to meet us, but you guys should really try to come to that event. It really makes this business real. And it shows you what this company is doing and where it's going. So I'm just really excited after this weekend. I'm excited for October. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited to build something absolutely amazing with you guys. And it's just there's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of lives that we impact in the next um, couple years. There's actually a documentary coming out on David and LifeWave and the patch, and you guys could not be in this business at a better time. When this documentary releases in October, everyone in the world is going to know what this patch is doing, and everyone in the world is going to know about this business. And so you need to get out there and talk about this and start building your business because you guys are in at the right time because you're going to be able to get this patch in people's hands. We're the only people that can get this patch in people's hands. And so the more people that know that you do this and the more seeds that you plant with people, when people see this movie and they're like, oh my God, I got to get that, they're going to be calling you. So welcome to the team, you guys. First and foremost, thank you for being a part of this absolute incredible journey. And I want you guys to know you're not just joining a team. You guys are stepping into a movement that has the power to impact so many lives around the world. And it starts with us. It starts with you. And the most important thing about this business is your mindset. The most important thing about anything that you want to be successful at is your mindset and how you manage this thing right here. And the first way you got to manage this thing right here is everything in the past is the past is the past for a reason, and you should have just learned from it and got better. The past does not dictate your future. The present moment determines where you're going to go. And the way that you guys show up for this business will determine exactly how fast and far you will grow. It's up to you. This is the cool thing. When you decide to sign up for this business, you are an entrepreneur. And what that means is that you're actually building a business that's yours. You understand this business can go to your family, it can go to your children, it can go to your children's children. This business can continue to pay you for the rest of your life. At this event, we had doctors, lawyers, CPAs, mortgage brokers, real estate agents up on stage talking about why they're in this business. These are all people that we can approach. But they were saying they're in this business because they don't have an exit strategy. A real estate agent, it's a great career. But you got to grind and you got to work and you got to work and you got to work. And then when you retire and you're not working anymore, there's no money coming in. There's no residual income. And that's the beautiful thing about this business is that you can set up an income that pays you forever. You guys are building something real, something that has purpose. This is not a Me Too product. This is a product that is actually transforming lives. It's changing people's wellness, it's changing their health, it's extending their life. If they have problems, it's helping them with those problems. This is your business. And so, what I want to talk to you about tonight is I want you to treat it with seriousness. I want you to treat it with consistency, and I want you to treat it with the heart that it deserves. This is a legitimate business that's going to change your life and other people's lives. And when you have conversations, that's the passion, that's the conviction that you have to have. When you guys started, either Evelyn, Lola, Justin, we provided you guys with some powerful resources. I want you to take the time to go through them, that onboarding document. The knowledge that you're going to get from our organization will create confidence. And confidence is going to drive momentum. And momentum is going to be what creates the success in your life. So you have to show up for these trainings. Listen, the first 2 months, 6 weeks, I went to every single training that I could possibly get my hands on because I wanted to learn everything about this business. I remember the first trainings I sat on, it was like a fire hose of information. I was like, how am I going to learn all this information? The same way you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. It stacks, it compounds, and that's what you have to think about. Don't be overwhelmed by the information. You could be overwhelmed in a positive way. It's like, wow, there's so much information, there's so much resources. It's going to make me be the best in this business. So show up for this onboarding call. Make sure when you sign someone up, they get the resources. They're signing up. To have success in this business, it's all about duplication. How you duplicate is to make sure people are aware that the resources exist. Show up to the Tuesday opportunity call. Invite people to the call. We're going to talk about how to get in conversation with people tonight. But how you invite people is say, listen, I started this new business. Me and my business partner are doing a call tonight. I'd love for you to jump on that call and give me your opportunity and see what you think about what I'm doing. It's really easy to say that. And then on Wednesdays, we do training. This week, we're going to role play how to talk to people. We're going to always have value. We're always going to give you value. But I know life gets in the way. Things come up. We have these calls at 6 on Monday, 7 on Tuesday, 6 on Wednesday. My wife has a Spanish call at 7 o'clock on Thursdays where she's training solely in Spanish. All these are on our calendar that we send out to you. And if you can't make it live because life gets in the way, just make it a priority to watch it again. It's on our YouTube channel. We send out the calls in our chats. Just take the time if you're in your car working out, going to the bathroom, whatever, watch these calls because the more information you could put in, the more success you're going to have. Every single training you watch, every single thing you do in this business, any little investment of time is going to be a step forward in your growth. Every call is a chance to sharpen your skills and build your belief. And in this business, you guys, belief is everything. This product isn't just another supplement or a gadget. This technology, this device is going to change humanity. You must believe that. When you truly believe, sharing becomes natural for you. Passion will become contagious. And you're going to share with everyone like I do. You're going to plant seeds everywhere you go. When I walk in a room and someone sees my patch, they ask me. I walk in the room with presence. I'm going to start a conversation with every single person. And this is the coolest thing about this business, you guys. You're not doing this alone. We've created a system for you. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just follow the one that's proven to work, the one that we've been building for 7 years. Invite people to the opportunity calls by asking for their opinion. Use all the tools, leverage a team. When you do that, we all rise together. Because him and I, and a lot of people on this call, we are here for something bigger than ourselves. Isn't it just about sales? It's not about selling somebody something. It's about transformation. It's about human transformation. It's about being part of something special, something absolutely rare, and something that our world desperately needs right now. We have so much divide in our world right now, and this community is going to bring people together. It's going to bring health and wellness and wealth to people. It's what people need right now. This is the thing. David was here this weekend, and he was talking about, his best friend lost his job in 40 years. And he was talking about this channel and how amazing this channel is going to be because AI is going to replace a lot of jobs. It's going to replace a lot of jobs. But this business, AI can't replace it. So we need to go in on all of this. All right. So I want to show you a couple things tonight. Listen, I'm going to start off a little differently than I normally do, but we are creating a resource for you guys. And it's going to be ready probably next week, maybe the end of this week. Justin can put in the chat and tell me exactly the time because he's actually been working really, really hard on this. But I want to share a resource that we built for you guys that when you bring people into the business, you can share this resource with them. And what we've done is we've put together a website that you guys can go to in English and in Spanish. Doesn't matter if you speak English or you speak Spanish, it's both in both languages, where you guys can share this with every single person and make sure that every other person goes to this website and they can get onboarded through our website. And we have a school platform as well that's going to have short videos that people can go in and learn exactly how to launch their business, what they have to do, what the compensation plan is. It's going to have testimonials on it. It's going to have humanized regimen, our morning regimen, what we do outside of the patch to make the patch work better. So I'm going to share that with you guys right now just to show you this. The website is going to be called wellrev.org. Or no, is it Wellness Rev, Justin? I forgot.
Yeah, wellnessrev.org.
Yeah, wellnessrev.org. Wellnessrev.org. And so let me just share this with you guys really quick. So this is going to be your guys' website that you can actually. Oh no, I'm sharing it, Justin. Justin's on it. So this is going to be your guys' website that you guys can share with your team, and it's going to have all the resources that you need. So the first thing that happens when someone joins is they want to get on board. It's the first thing we have on our website. But here's a welcome video. This is our events, the 90-day challenge. But when you want to get on board, you're just going to click on this, get on board, and then this is going to give them everything that they need. We're going to have all the videos that they need to have right here to get started, how to get their enrollment link. It's not completely finished yet, but also you can see on here the calendar for all of our events. As far as in our calls, they're going to go in here and tonight's our call. They just click on this calendar, boom, click on it. Our opportunity calls, here's our opportunity call. They click on it. So everything is going to be at their chair. All the chats that they want to join, the training modules, anything that they want on to start their business, how to upgrade, how to set up an e-wallet, all the things that they need to start their business where you don't have to do all this. Also, all of our resources. We have a resource tab on here as well with all of our documents so that they can use all these documents. You can even customize these documents to your team. So every resource that you need is on here. We even have testimonials. So any testimonial, we would love to get your testimonials. When you have a transformation, we would love to have your testimonial on our website. This is my personal testimonial. These are other people's testimonials. This is testimonials on the business, what the business has done for them, as well as, like I told you, our regimen. What I do every morning in the morning for my morning routine, the supplements that I take, all the links on here of the things that I do every day to enhance the patch, as well as the Whoop, getting the Whoop, everything that you would need, comp plan, videos on the comp plan, explanation of comp plan, our school platform, where all of our training is going to be on this business. You go in and you join this platform, it's going to take you out to this platform and everything that you need to learn this business. As you can see, there's all these videos in here, all these key things in here that you can learn. This is all built for you guys. So this is going to become a resource tab for all of you to use and help your team use as well. So that when someone joins, you can say, go to wellnessrev.org and you can get started there. And every bit of information that you need is right at your fingertips, and as well as a school platform. Okay. So all of that's going to be launched either this week or next week. What is it looking like, Justin? When are we going to have it finished?
We would like it to be tomorrow, but it's probably gonna be next week, most likely.
Okay. So we'll be having it finished
It will
next
be in
week.
English and in
Okay.
Spanish.
Both English and Spanish. Yeah. And I stopped sharing it, but it also has a Spanish as well on there. Okay. So that's that. Let me get back to you guys. Now, what I want to do now is I want to walk you guys through the back office. Okay. I want to walk you through what your back office, your website, what you have to use. Um, Let me pull this up. Mm, mm, mm. Where is it? Oh, let me see. I don't see it. Trying to pull up. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, so this is going to be when you log in, it's going to ask you for your username and your password. Okay, that's what you signed up with. You're just going to click sign in, excuse me. And then you're gonna go when you go in here, the first thing I want you to look at is I want you to look at what your name is. Okay, your name is going to show up here. Our group, we set up an LLC, which on this training platform, I did a training on how to set up an LLC and get tax write-offs, and because you're an entrepreneur, you get to write off everything in this business, your car, your house, your home office, food, all the things that you would write off in a business, you can write off in this business when you set up an LLC. So you're going to click on this right up here, and it's going to say change settings. Okay, view profile and change settings. You're going to go into change settings. Okay, and all these tabs are editable. So just go through here. It's going to ask you all of your information. Make sure your date of birth, how you want to be recognized by the company, and then you can click through each one of these. And again, go in and you can edit all these. Just go through here and play around. You can't break anything. Payment methods, how you want to get paid, notification, annual renewal fees, secure document upload if you're uploading stuff to get paid. All of that's right here. Okay. The other thing that it has on here that I want you to know is how to change your legs. So the comp plan is being enhanced probably October or November. Okay. It's going to change. There's a lot of enhancements, which I will cover tonight. I will talk about those enhancements. But what I don't want you to lose in this conversation right now is the most important thing in this comp plan is that you have a balanced organization. Balance means you need to have the same amount on your left and right. The cool thing is it's a binary. Binary is really cool because when I bring people into the business, some people go under you. Depends on what leg you're on, left or right. Depending on what leg I put them on, they could go under you. You could get credit for that volume. So as you're building though, you just want to do one, 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 one. And how you change that is you go to change settings again, and you're going to scroll down here and it's going to say build left or build right. Okay. So when you sign someone up and they were on your left, now I'm going to put the next person on my right. I'm just going to click there and it's going to tell me my binary preference has been updated, right? I go back because I'm building left right now. My preference has been updated. Okay. So that's how you change legs in your organization. The other thing that's really important, and I'm doing these in order of importance, monthly subscription. So in order to stay active, so in a binary, when I put people into the business, you get credit for that volume. In order to stay active and eventually get paid on that volume, you have to be active. In order to be active, you have to have at least one sleeve of X39 patches. Okay? That's the $99 a month for your patches that you're going to wear every single month. To get paid inside the compensation plan, you have to have at least 110 PV, which is two sleeves of X39 every single month. You're like, well, it's just me. Why do I need an extra sleeve? That extra sleeve can be used to patch people, which I'm going to talk about later, the importance of that. Okay. But this is the way I want you to think about it. My wife had this genius analogy. We have a business, you guys. There's zero overhead in this business. Your $200 a month that you have to spend on your patches that you're going to use on yourself is basically your rent for your business. I've never paid $200 a month for any place that I was renting. It was always $2,000 and above. But to keep your business open, you have to invest $200 a month in your patches. Okay. So in order to check that, what you have to do is you go into monthly subscription orders, you click on it. This is our monthly subscription orders, right? We are spending $877 a month, which is a big discount because we get a discount on the patches when you buy so many, right? But this is what we get every single month. This is where you have to check if it's set up. If you don't have anything in here, the way you set this up is you go to your store and you go to patches. And you're going to click on X39 patches. And then you're going to go down here and you're going to add this one or two to your monthly subscription orders. Up here it says patches have been added to your auto order. That's not exactly true. You have to go to the cart and you have to check out right here. It's going to ask you for your information. You're going to go through, put your information in, and check out. After you check out and it's confirmed, go back in here and just make sure that it shows up in your subscription orders because you don't want to lose your volume. I have some people on the team that have $100,000, $200,000 of volume, and that could pay you out $7,000 to $10,000. You don't want to lose that volume. Okay. So it's really, really, really important that you have that set up. Okay. Now, how you find your enrollment link, pretty important. Okay. Because if someone says, hey, I'd like to get it as a customer, or I'd like to, become an affiliate or a brand partner with a company, can you send me the link? Oh yeah, absolutely. You go in organization, hit enroll new, global enrollment. I'm not a robot. It's figuring out if I'm a robot. Okay, I'm not a robot. This up here, this link, when you get to this page, this link right here is your link for people to join the business. You're just going to copy and paste that, put it in your notes on your phone. And then when someone says, I want an affiliate or a brand partner link, you're going to send that link to them. Now, if they want to be a customer, you're going to just scroll down on the screen and you're going to click on preferred customer program. And this is the link for customers. If they just want to get it as a customer, you're going to copy and paste that, save in your notes on your phone, and that's going to be the link you're going to send out to your customers so that they can sign up. Okay. Next important thing is commissions. How do you check your commissions? Well, there's a couple places. You could check your current commissions right here on this screen. Right when you open up, they show your commissions, or you could click on commissions and commissions. And then this is going to show you your current commissions, all the ways that you get paid. You just click on each one of these tabs. It's going to show you exactly what you've made to date. So we're at 1532 and it's half a day in. Okay. So that's where you check your commissions is in the commissions tab. And these are all the four ways that you get paid currently. There's going to be 9 ways that we get paid in October and November because they did a bunch of enhancements, which is amazing. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Okay. Now, the other thing is how to upgrade your package. If you signed up with the core and you want to upgrade to advanced because you want to get more patches at a wholesale price, you're going to go in here to store patches again. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Store under sales tools. There's going to be another tab that says upgrade package. Okay. You're going to click on that and it's going to just go in. And if you sign up a core, it's going to give you the option to upgrade to advanced or premium. And you're just going to pay the difference between the core and the advanced or the core and the premium or advanced and premium or the advanced and core. Okay. Just click on that and it's going to let you check out. But it enables you to get patches for a lot less for you to use to patch people. I started off with a premium pack, which was like 1750 because I wanted to have patches to patch people. And I bought like 3 more sets because I patch people all the time. Okay. Um, and then besides the website that I showed you with our school platform, which has a lot of the same resources on it, there is 2 resource tabs on the website. Okay. Education and resources. What I recommend is spending 15 minutes a day on your business, either going through our website, watching videos, going to the resource tab, the education tab. But the more information that you spend and the more systematic that you do it every single day, the more knowledge and the more comfortable you are going to be about talking about this business. Okay. So let's talk about the hardest part about this business. Okay. This is the hardest part for people to start this business, and it's this. It's getting into a conversation with people. It's start to talk about this business, especially when you're new, because you're unsure what to say. You don't know how I start the conversation. How do I talk about the patch? How do I talk about stem cells? How do I talk about copper peptide? And what I'm going to tell you is keep it simple, stupid. Okay. It's the KISS approach. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay. You're not a doctor. You're not a scientist. Don't try to be one. Don't try to talk like one. Just don't do it. But how you get better about it is talking to people consistently and getting into a conversation with people, which is so easy to do if you will take this approach that I'm about to teach you and do it. But before I talk to you about how to get in the conversation, I want to talk to you about what not to do when you get in the conversation. Okay. The number one mistake that people make is they get excited. They start talking about stem cells. They start talking about the science. They start talking about how amazing the business is and how excited they are. They just puke on people. Don't do that. Okay. Do not do that. Once you're in the conversation, don't talk about that it's a direct sales company or a network marketing company. If people ask me, I'm going to tell them yes. Right. And I'll talk about how I do that in a minute. Okay. I'm not going to lie to people. But I just don't start with that. I don't start talking about that. And then I don't talk about the comp plan. It's complicated. I don't talk about how much money I can make. I don't try to sell people the dream because if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. But how I get into conversations with people is not about what I'm doing. It's not about the patch. It's not about the device. That's not how I get into conversations with people. I get into conversations by leaving people with themselves. And how I do that is I just ask questions. If you want people to like and trust you, you have to leave people with themselves. And how you leave people with themselves is by getting to know people. And how you get to know people is asking questions about them and their identity. And their identity is what they do for a living. They spend 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours a day doing this thing that they've gone to college for, that they've trained for. And it's where they spend more of their life than with their family or doing anything else. Even if you were a stay-at-home mom, that's a hard, hard job. And I talk about that. I talk about how complicated it is and how much of a responsibility it is to bring up children in this day and age and make sure that they're good kids. But it's people's identity. And so what I do is I always ask people, so what do you do for a living? Even if it's a friend that I know, I'll say, hey, are you still doing this? If it's a stranger and they're working at a restaurant like last weekend, I asked the guy, I was like, hey, do you do this full time or do you just do this in the evening? He's like, I used to be in financial services and I used to be in, a personal trainer. Ah, so you're just doing this now or are you still doing so? Oh, sometimes I do that a little part time. Oh, okay. Well, what do you love about working here? So that's the next question I will ask him is, tell me one thing that you love about working here. He's like, I get to meet people like you. Oh, that's nice. Well, what's one thing you would change about it? It's Friday night. I'd much rather be hanging out with my friends or spending time with my family than to be in a restaurant till 11, 12 o'clock at night. So I'm always going to ask them what they love about what they do. And then I'm always going to ask them to tell me one thing that they would change about what they do. And the reason I ask these questions is because information is power in a conversation. And most of the time, people don't love what they do. Or if they do love what they do, working with people, I have a solution that I can maximize with them. But I'm not going to jump on that in that moment and tell them, hey, I got something for you. Oh, I got something that's going to fix that solution. Never, ever, ever. I never, ever do that. And then what's going to happen in that conversation? Because I'm going to ask more questions, right? It's just going to be a conversation. And part of leading people with themselves, you have to authentically care. You have to authentically ask questions. You have to authentically get into that conversation. It's not like being a robot and asking these questions. You got to legitimately connect with people. And once you connect with them and you ask them these questions, their question to you 99.9% of the time is going to be, what do you do for a living? Or what do you do? Always, I'm telling you guys, I do this every single day. And then you got to be ready for your 30-second commercial. And this is my 30-second commercial. Oh man, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I got my hands on a lot of things, but the thing I'm most excited about right now is the stem cell business. What do you know about stem cells? And most people don't know anything about stem cells. They know they're expensive. They know that you can't get them here in the US. They know all those things. And they'll tell me that. I'm like, hey, did you know? Were you aware that between when you were born and 30 years old, that 50% of your stem cells are dormant? Do you know what stem cells do? Do you know their whole purpose? People don't know that. Their whole purpose is to keep inflammation out of your body, to keep toxins out of your body, to keep you young, to help you recover, to help you sleep, to make sure you don't get disease. And like, wow, I didn't know that. I was like, did you know? I mean, have you ever noticed like athletes over the age of 30, how their careers taper off? They have more injuries. It takes them a lot longer to recover. Like, yeah, it's because they have 50% of their stem cells. Have you ever known anybody between the age of 60 and 80 and you see their decline? Because between the age of 30 and 60, 95% of your stem cells are dormant. That's why people get sick. That's why people start to get disease because they don't have stem cells in their body. Well, this device that I have actually reverses aging. I feel better than I've ever felt in my entire life. My transformation on this patch has changed my life more than anything has ever changed my life before. I'm sleeping better. I have no pain in my body. I have mental clarity that I've never ever had. I have more energy than I've ever had. And then what happens every single time, you guys, from that conversation? The cool thing is this call is recorded, so you can watch and listen and practice what I'm saying. Every single time, the question is, how do I get that? And my response always is, oh, that's easy. You could either get it retail for 150 bucks a month, or you could buy it wholesale for $99 a month. Nobody really does the retail thing because I can get it to you for $99 a month. The only thing you have to do is an auto ship, but you can cancel that anytime you want. There's no commitment there. Or this has become my social responsibility because I believe this thing is going to help humanity so much that I share it and the company pays me for that. Which one sounds most appealing to you? And I meet people where they are, not where I want them to be. I would love everyone to come in this business as a brand partner and sign up and start distributing it and sharing this passion because I feel like this one thing, I've always wanted to be and help change humanity and make people better and healthier and have more income in their pockets and have financial literacy. And I feel like this device can do that. And so I want to meet them where they are. If they want to come as a customer, great. When you have a customer, you're going to have a transformation. And once you have your transformation, I'm going to follow up with you and you're going to share it. You're going to want to share this with other people and you're going to want to get paid for it. But if they want to come in as a brand partner, cool, I'm bringing in as a brand partner. So that's how I get into the conversation. Okay. There's going to be other open-ended questions that I'm going to have with people, right? Maybe it's that person, or maybe it's someone I'm just having a conversation in the gym with, and I don't feel they're not convinced. So I'm going to say, hey, what's your day-to-day energy level? Oh man, I crash every day. What do you take? I take this, that. What kind of chemicals are in that? And I'll Google it on my phone and I'll pull it up and I'll say, this is what you're taking. This device has no stimulants, has no drugs, has no chemicals. It only uses your own body resources to stimulate your own copper peptide, which elevates your stem cells. I don't even drink coffee. I stopped drinking coffee a year ago. True story. And I don't crash ever. If I see somebody in pain, a lot of people are in pain, walking stiff, get up, like in the gym, wearing tape. Anybody in pain. There's a lot of people in pain, you guys. That's why Oxycontin is one of the number one addicted drugs in the world, because there's a lot of people in pain. This patch can remove that pain from people's bodies. This patch gets rid of inflammation. Inflammation causes pain. So I'll have a conversation with them. There's another patch called Ice Waves. You guys should order them. It will remove pain in people in 15 seconds. And then I'm going to put the X39 and the Eon on them. And within 30 days, they're going to be living pain free. If I see somebody drinking energy drinks, I'm going to ask them to tell me the ingredients in that energy drink. The only ingredients that you will look at on any energy drink that you will recognize is caffeine and water. The rest we have no idea, and we're just pouring this stuff into our body. People are waking up to not putting this stuff in their body because they know they're causing cancer. They're causing disease. They're causing liver damage. They're causing diabetes. They're causing heart problems. The other people you could target in this business is other people in direct sales. How do I do that? Go to DSN, Direct Selling News, dsn.com. You can look at the top 100 companies in the world. This is what I do. I'm giving you guys all my secrets. I'm going to go on Instagram. I'm going to put that name in, and the people that are selling that product or mentioning that product in Instagram, they're going to come up. I'm going to send them a DM, but I'm going to do it different than everybody else in the industry, and I want you to too. When I reach out to people, I'm going to reach out and say, I want to hear about their business. Most people say, hey, I've got this opportunity I'd love to talk to you about. We have the greatest passion. We have patents. We got blah, 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 blah. You're gonna puke on people. Don't do that. Reach out to people, because if someone reaches out to you on your Instagram and says, hey, I'd like to hear about your business, you are getting in contact with them. You're going to have a conversation with them. And they're going to want to do the same thing. And when I get a call, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to ask them questions. I'm going to connect with them. I'm going to leave them with themselves. Hey, what do you do? Tell me about your company. Tell me about the comp plan. What do you love about the company? What would you change about the company? And then guess what? They're going to say, well, what do you do? Well, I'm in direct sales, actually. I'm with a company called LifeWave. amazing company, but I'm just looking to add another additional income. And this matches up with what I do. So I just wanted to see, like, I've seen you on social media. I see that you're killing the game. I want to associate with someone that's doing really, really well, but I want to add this in to my portfolio of opportunities. And then I'm able to plant that seed. You don't know if people are happy. I just talked to a guy this weekend that was at our event, and he absolutely was with the company 20 years, and they changed the game on him. And he's leaving companies after 20 years. That can happen. But it can't happen if you're not getting in conversations with people. Can't happen. It's about planting seeds every single day. Social media. I don't care if you have 200 followers. 10% of 200 is 20. 10% of 2,000 is 200. 10% of 20,000 is 2,000. That's the average amount of people in your social network that you can get to join you. 2,000 people in this business would change your life forever and ever and ever. But you can't be afraid of social media. You can't be afraid to do videos on social media. Can't be afraid. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody wants to see perfect people on social media anymore. They want everyday average people. Get out there and do videos. Get out there and promote your business. Don't just post flyers. Don't just post words. Do a video. I know you're your own worst critic. Trust me, when you take a photo and you're in it with five other people, you're only looking at you to see how you look in that picture. When you do a video, you're very self-critical of yourself and how you sound, how you look. And I'm saying, I'm saying, ah. Do not worry about that. Just post it. Don't watch it, just post it. Friends and family. This is another group of people. They're going to be your worst critics. They're going to be the hardest, but they're going to be the best to practice on. And then eventually they're going to become your best brand partners because they're going to watch you for 6 months. They're going to see what you're doing. They're going to see the money that you're making. They're going to be like, I want in on that. Like I started this call, you guys. You guys are in at the right time. There's a movie coming out that's going to launch this business to the stratosphere. Everyone's going to start to learn about this business in this patch. What about people you went to school with or worked with in the past? Pull out your phone, go through all your contacts. Some people have 400, 600, 1,000, 2,000 contacts. Let me give you a strategy. Even those people you went to school or worked with in the past, accidentally dial them. They pick up, and you're like, oh my God, Susan. Wait, Susan, is this Susan from IBM? Yeah, oh my God, I did not mean to call you. I'm so sorry. Girl, how are you doing? It's been ages since we talked. What are you up to these days? Where are you working? I'm working here. Oh wow, how long you been there? 10 years. Wow, 10 years. What do you love about it? You've been there a while. What do you love about it? What's one thing you would change about it? And guess what? They're gonna say, well, what are you up to? What are you doing? 30-second commercial. You got into a conversation. It's all about getting into a conversation with people. If you get into a conversation, things can happen. If you don't get into a conversation, things are not gonna happen. But the main thing you guys have to do that's gonna have create success, you gotta patch people. 75% of people will have something happen within the first 3 days. So order patches, give 7 to 10 patches to people, but make sure you put the patch on them. Take the patch out of the packs, put it on them. There's these little envelopes online on the website that you can order. 20 for $5. You can put 10 patches in here. You can seal it. And then when you're out, you can zip it open, put the patch on the back of the neck, tell them you're going to follow up with them in a few days. That way they can feel it, see it, understand what it is, and then feel the benefits of it. Okay? So that's talking to people. What I want to talk about really, really quickly is the comp plan as it is right now. Okay? It's going to change in October and November. But there's 4 ways that we get paid. If you sign up a retail or a VIP customer, preferred customer, retail customers, you get paid a $50 commission every month when they buy retail. You get a $20 commission if a preferred customer every month buys. Okay? That's the first way. Second way is if someone signs up for the business, they buy a core or they buy a premium or they buy advanced, you get a 35, 75, or a $405 commission for when someone signs up for the business. Okay? Second way. Third way is we have a binary. Let me pull that up real quick. Mm, mm, mm. We have a binary that you can make up to $25,000 a week off of. Okay. That just means the volume that you have in your organization to two legs, you get paid on the weaker leg, and you can make up to $25,000 every single week, which is $1 million a year just off this one bonus. Okay. And then the next one is that you can make a generation bonus and you get paid three generations. Okay. And those three generations, you get off your first generation. When you bring someone in your first generation, you can make 25% of everything that they make. Okay. Second generation, when they bring someone in the business, you make 20% of what that person makes. Third generation, you make 20% of what that person makes. Four ways to make money in this business right now. What it's going to, let me see I don't know if I have a new one here. Let me see. For some reason, it's not showing up here, but I can tell you really quickly. Nope. So what it's going to is it's right now we can make up to 20% on customers. It's going to 40% of customers. So up to 40%, 20 to 40% off of customers. There's going to be no structure. So now you have to have two and two to hit manager. Now it's all going to be volume based inside of the comp plan. They're going to, well, there's another a unilevel aspect of it where we can make off of our first six ranks in the company, we can make a commission that didn't exist before. And then there's also the generation bonus that I showed you earlier. But instead of three generations, it's going to go to six generations and it's going to be compressed. And what I mean by compressed is let's
One moment, we're having some technical difficulties over here. Sorry, everyone, it will just be another moment.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. My internet just blanked and now it's back on. So thanks for hanging on. Um, and so what I was saying is, as those bonuses are available that are coming, the main thing that I want you guys to know is that 60% of the company's revenue is paid out in commission. The company average, the company average across the industry is 38 to 42%, and this company pays out 60% of its revenue to the field. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to open it up for any questions you guys have. What I would ask is for you guys not to be shy because this is the time that we have questions, Q&A. We do it sometimes on Wednesday, but anything that I cover, any questions you guys might have, I want to be able to answer those. And if there's any questions in Spanish, I know Evelyn is really good at answering some questions. If you want me to get into specifics, I have to know Amazon is not authorized. Yeah. Very good, Stephanie. Thanks for replying to that. Any questions you guys have, you guys can unmute, raise your hand, and I'm happy to answer those questions. Um, we can't be shy here, you guys. Can't build a business if you're shy. So let me understand or ask any questions that you might have. Who wants to start us off? Isabel, Stephanie, Grizel. No questions, you guys? You guys can ask me in Spanish. I have an interpreter, so I can understand everything you're asking me. Any questions,
Hi,
Evelyn?
Jay. It's me,
Hey,
Grisel.
Grizel.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, 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 good. Listen, and I know that maybe everybody had the same question, but I want that you explain a little bit why it's so important that people get into the business buying core and not the other option that is $25 plus a package.
Oh yeah, so that doesn't actually get you into the business. That gets you into the binary, but it doesn't get you into the business. You can't get paid, you can't do anything. Like there's nothing that can happen with that 25. The only way that you can actually be a brand partner, being able to build a business is to buy the core. The $25 could put you in the organization when you upgrade, but you're just kind of stuck there. It doesn't really do anything for you to be at that $25 level. You can't make money, you can't build an organization, you can't like you need to be in a core to to start building an organization. You can be in my downline, but it's not going to help you get paid. I mean, you don't get any of my volume until you upgrade to that core. So it's just a way to get into the binary, get your position, but it doesn't do anything for you to start your business.
Okay, because as soon as people get into the website, they see that option, and you know how that works. You know that option is inexpensive, and even though that I explain this everything the same way that you are explaining, people getting into, they get stuck. Like if I spend 125, I am gonna be into the business right away.
You're not. You're not in the business. You can't get credit for anything. You can't even build an organization. You can't be in a comp model. So if a customer signs up, you can't even get paid. So you need to be in a core to be able to get in the compensation model. They're not going to compensate you if you're not in a core. I mean, it's 295 to be at a core. So again, you could be in the binary, you save a position, but you can't play in the commission game. So you're not even like an affiliate at the $25 range.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Stephanie,
Hello,
hello, good to see you.
good to see you too. My question is, and I have someone here, so she may benefit for it just like everyone else. But so when you start with the core package and then you upgrade to the next one, how does that help your business?
Well, it helps your business because you have inventory. It also helps your business because of your PV. So when you hit manager, you have more PV, so you can hit manager faster once you upgrade to that package as well because you have more PV in your organization. But the thing that helps with the most is you have inventory. So now you have 6 packs that you can actually go out and patch people, and you get it for a lot less than you would buy if you bought 6 packs at $99, right? So 6 packs at 99.95 would be $600, but you're getting it at 535. So you're getting about, what, $15 off each pack. So you're getting the pack instead of 99, you're getting 85. So now you have inventory that you can patch for a lot less. So you're below wholesale when you buy those packages.
Okay,
It's a
so
great question.
once you sign up to the next package, does that mean every month you are required to order more packages, or can you just uh,
It's a
like
one
is it a
time.
requirement?
No. It's a one-time thing. The only thing that you have to sign up for is your own inventory. So if it's on, like I said, on auto ship, so if you're going to get one sleeve of patches for 9.95 or 199.95, that's to get paid, right? So you have to be at least
Oh,
at 110 PV to get paid. In the thing. So if you're not getting paid yet and you just want to do one sleeve of patches of 99.95, but that's not a monthly. That 295, 595, and 1750, that's not a monthly. That's a one time. So
one
if you
time.
upgrade to premium, you can only upgrade to premium one time. And then it's just going to be whatever patches you're getting for yourself. So, I mean, obviously, if you're selling something, you should be wearing the patches, right? I mean, I wear the patches every single day. So you saw the auto ship that we have. It's like $887 a month for all the patches. But that's a one-time thing. It's not a multiple thing. So you buy the pack once and then you're just on auto ship for your X39 or Eon or whatever patches you're using. But great question.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome. Any other questions?
Hay una pregunta, preguntan
There
cómo
is a
saber dónde
question. They're
colocar los
asking,
negocios, en qué
how do I
tiendas.
know in which leg should I put my partners?
Sorry, for some reason, I didn't have the translation on because when my computer went offline. So can you
Would
repeat
you
that
like,
again?
yes, the question is, how do I know in which leg should I put my partners?
So it's a very good question. Okay, so when you first start off, you just want to do even. You want to do one right, one left, one right, one left, one right. Because the way the comp plan works is it pays for having balanced organization. Now, as your organization grows, what you're going to see is that maybe someone takes off on your left leg and they're doing a lot of volume. So now I got to pay attention to that. And now I'm going to put maybe more people on my right now because my left leg is just growing like crazy. So I have that problem right now. I'll show you guys. Let me show you this. So it's a really good question. So if I look at my organization right now, my right leg is growing like crazy. So right now I've got $3 million in volume on my right leg, and I have 4,945. Now this is the beginning of the week, right? But this leg, this volume, I never lose that volume. It always carries. It always carries over until I get paid on it. But my right leg is growing like crazy because I have two monsters over there that are just growing the business. So right now, as you saw, my organization, I'm building left because I want that partner in here that I can get to be a monster on my left side because the more even it is, I get paid on all that volume. So I have to, on my left and my right have to be even for me to get paid as much. But I'm going to get paid on all this volume. So at the end of the week, if it's 30,000, I'm getting paid on all that volume because I have so much volume here. So the best way to do it is just to do it balanced to start off. And then you're just going to keep an eye at your organization and say, okay, well, my right side is growing like crazy. I'm going to put everybody on my left. But as those questions come up, we're here to help you with all those questions. But for right now, just do one, 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 one. All right, guys. Tomorrow night, please invite people to the call. We do these calls for you. Okay. These are not for us. We're signing people up all the time. We're doing these calls so that you can invite people so that you can also get on the calls and learn how to present the business, right? So they're two faceted. Learn how to present the business and then invite people in so we can help you close them. And the way you invite people in is just say, hey, my business partner, we are business partners. My business partner and I are having a call tomorrow. I'd love to get your opinion. People love to get their opinion. And then afterwards, they join the call, just call them up and say, hey, what'd you think? What'd you think about the call? What'd you think about the business? I'm really excited about this thing. Okay, so make sure you guys invite people in. It. Wednesday, we're doing role play. I want you guys to come on there and volunteer. I want to hear how you're talking about the business. I want to hear how you're talking about people about the business so we can role play it. I can coach you. I can teach you on exactly how to talk about this business. It's the number one thing. Okay. Number one thing is actually mindset. Number two thing is getting in conversation with people. Okay. Number three, there is a cruise, you guys, in February. We have 2 months to qualify for this cruise. Okay. The way that you qualify for this cruise, you just need 80 points. How you do that is signing up customers, signing up brand partners, and getting those brand partners to promote out, and you get promoted. Everyone on here can be on that cruise. It's a free cruise. They fly you. You're going to be on the cruise for 5 days. It's a trip. We need to make sure that we hit that trip, you guys. Because then I get to meet all of you. We get to spend time together. We get to build this business. And fourth thing, Anaheim, California in October, October 25th, there's an event. When you go to these events, you guys, it's October 23rd, 24th, and 25th. If you guys can make it, I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this event. It is a corporate event and they are amazing. And you'll get to meet David. You're going to get to meet some really, really great people. And you'll get to hang out with him and I as well. Because we're going to be hanging out with everyone that's on our team that comes out there. So make sure that you try to get to this event, okay? And let's try to make that cruise in February. It's a free cruise, okay? So thank you guys so much for being a part of our team. I cannot wait to meet every single one of you, and you guys have a great night. See you guys really soon.